Hello, and we are going to talk about the global virtual meeting for gifted education in a virtual world. My name is Roya Klingner, and my colleague is
Monita Leavitt.
Okay. Well, I will talk a little or introduce myself. I founded a center in Bavaria. It's the south part of Germany. 2008. It's called Bavarian Center for Gifted and Talented Children. The idea to have or to organize this such an event like global virtual meeting came in my mind. Our center has no support, so no sponsors, and no foundation, and then a webinar is very expensive. So that was the idea or solution for a meeting or for a global networking with other gifted educators around the world. So last August, I decided to try this, but I'm going to talk more about it. So now.
Okay, I'm Monita Leavitt, and I have been a teacher of the gifted for 25 years in Connecticut, and have an additional 10 years in teaching, and presently do a lot of international consulting. And so I came into this looking for ways that gifted children can enhance their curriculum. And I know that as gifted educators, we need to really model to our children how to take risks, how to have fun learning, and how to keep constantly learning new things.
Well, I think I will start with this quote from Albert Einstein, imagination more important than knowledge. And I think so, because if you have some ideas, or if you have imagination, it's not enough. You need a right time, or you have to share it, or you should try to make it happen. Just to have an idea, it doesn't work really. So the idea came in my mind. I really like to play computer. So, and one of 2003, 3 months as the Second Life started, I attended this virtual world, and then I founded the endless possibility to use this platform, this kind of virtual world, to share knowledge and experiences with other people. And I was thinking about why not gifted education and or people from around the world to change knowledge in this way, but the time was not right. As I talked about virtual world 2003 at some conferences, people looked at me and they thought I'm crazy. Well, but I wait for right time to make it happen, and it was good time as the thanks James Cameron and his movie Avatar. So if I talked about Avatar, people say, oh no, oh I know it, I saw this movie. I say, okay, it's similar to this, it's another way. Well, it was the right time to make my idea happen. Thank James.
And when we talk about a virtual world, it's kind of exciting because as educators, we're so used to going to lecture halls or university campuses. And this offers another opportunity, another option that is really rather exciting, where you can be in really virtual space and have a lecture created, or any kind of environment created in that space. And so you are not limited to going into a building and into a very sterile lecture hall to have lectures and presentations.
Well, virtual world is an online platform or online community which the people are involved in this world with avatars. And from home with headset, you are able to talk with other people. Sometimes you know who is he or she, or sometimes you don't know. But in our event, we prefer to know each other. And then I will tell you more in infos and in details. But as you see, we have a lot of virtual world actually since 2003 at the Second Life started. But they are different. I found the best facility in Second Life because we have voice, we have a lot of endless facility for this kind of event. So I already told you the founder of Second Life is the Philip Rosedale, and he's from California. He's a physician, and he was thinking about to do something, a virtual world, some Second Life. As Second Life started, it was a very, very small world with probably 40, 50 people, and I was one of the German speakers at that time from Europe, because most of the people were from America. And I said, it's a good way to practice my English. I speak directly with people in America, so my English could be better. That was one of my first, and I found later on the creativity is the best way to create things that you always dreamed about it. I built houses, horses, unicorn, whatever. So it's really amazing. And you found, or you can find, other people with the same interest and creative as well, and it is really good way for networking. Well, the facility, I already said, it's really endless. Scripting, model, it depends what you ever image or dream or want to do, whatever. Some people ask, what should I do in Second Life? So, it depends on you and your interest, which motivation. Some people come to Second Life and just want to chat. Some people want to create and don't talk with anybody. Some people just want to script. My husband is a scripter. He loves scripting. He can script whole days. And I love creating. I can create whole days. Or, yeah, networking as well.
And we have found that there are hundreds.
Can I just ask, what do you mean by scripting?
Scripting, programming, JavaScript or other scripts. So, okay.
And there are hundreds of universities throughout the world that actually do hold lectures and online training in Second Life. So it's very interesting to me as an educator coming at it from this viewpoint to see the possibilities and the potentials of the value for education, not only for our children, but for us as trainers.
Yeah. The concept came in my mind, I told you already, 2003, but it was not the right time. But the idea is the goal of this event is to share experiences or networking with other gifted educators. As Monita already said, there are a lot of universities and campus or other centers, management or companies. But I thought, why not gifted educators? That was not only, I cannot say this is my idea for there was some other educators, but I tried to be the first one for gifted educator maybe. Good.
And it's a wonderful way to stay in touch with gifted children. Those who are high ability or children who are persevering and looking for opportunities of doing something different and unique. Perhaps they're into gaming or programming, but this offers yet another level. And so it's a way for us as the adults to be able to still be in touch with them and connect and bond and engage and have their language, speak their language.
Yeah. As I started to make it happen, and I emailed some friends and said, I'm going to start the first global virtual meeting for gifted education. And some of them said, oh, how can I attend? And they came, and some other didn't answer my emails, and she's crazy. But as you see, we have already a lot of educators from around the world who made avatars, who attended this and gave a speech for 1 hour and answered the questions. And then it is amazing because all these people are really with very experiences, and then risk taker like Monita. As I asked her, are you interested to be one of our speakers? She said, why not? Let me know how, what, and we did.
We did, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I think that was a pretty impressive list that Roya came up with. She was generating people from all over the world to participate in this, and it's going on and on. It keeps growing, and that's the nice thing.
It's not an easy process, I can say, because if you say or ask somebody to say, are you going to be my speaker? I say, sure, but in virtual way, and then I said, I can tell you, don't worry. This kind of fear of technique or fear of virtual world or game, no game, this is not really that. You don't have to be afraid about it. It's really easy. It's just, You know, you can have Skype conference or webinar or make avatar and come and join this kind of event. As you see, we have already some educators like Professor George Betts or Tim Decker from United Kingdom or Dr. Deborah Roof. Monita avatar, she wanted pink hair. Well, we made it. You know, we have professors, we have educators, we have teachers. I don't want to just as professor. I think we have to learn from each other, from different perspectives, from different, and then the participants are different as well. I asked one professor in Germany and said, "Are you going to be one of my future speakers?" And said, "I'm a professor, I cannot." I said, "Oh, we have already some other professor from America." And said, "Oh, but the audience, they are a combination of everyone, you know." Yeah.
When I spoke, we had people from several different countries, and it was really fun because when they fly in and sit down on the seats and materialize and discover that they are from like New Zealand and Ireland and Germany, all of a sudden they turn to each other and start talking too. So it's not only what's happening on the screen in my PowerPoint or my presentation, it's what's happening between the people in the audience.
Yeah, and as you see, we have already, I put some of our future speakers' name here, but I have already the speakers till December 2012. But I didn't put it, I just put February 2012. People are found interested slowly, and it's good, it's good. And
there's a lot of freedom and flexibility in that the speakers can really talk about any topic that is meaningful to them. And you can have it prepared so that you know it's intact and you have that under control. The fun part is that there's always a technological glitch, or there's always something that is fun that happens, but that's the part that makes it exciting, that there's a learning curve. And after like 30-some years of teaching, it's fun to feel alive again and that you're doing something new.
Sometimes it's really funny because of this fun point. It's not boring lecture. I remember as I told Professor Betts how to fly, I couldn't stop it. I said, "Come, George, please, I have to tell you more details." I said, "Oh, let me fly, let me fly." Well, this is the fun point, you know. We laugh and we share experiences, and it's really good for some people, for example, parents or whatever, who are not really able, whatever. You know, already as educators have some problems around the world with cutting money in university, so they are not able to travel around the world. So it's the really easiest way and cheap. It's free, and then you can wear your pajamas and you can play with your cat, have a coffee, play with your cats or pets, and then from home or wherever you are, join this conference. Nobody see who you are, how you look like, or can you how do you look like, or are you able to move, or are you old or young? It doesn't matter. You are present with your avatar, and you can make your avatar very, very attractive. It doesn't matter. But yeah.
And you can access the different ongoing lectures no matter where you are in the world. Here I am visiting my daughter and her husband in California. And so over Christmas, I was able to log on and access a lecture that was going on.
That's me in my center. So it's really lovely to have people at the same time with New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, the UK, or America at the same time. People who come and say hello or attend and say, "Please take a seat, don't fly." Well.
So here you do see on the far bottom right, a lecture hall, and then my PowerPoint was being shown. That's the optical illusion of what do you see. And of course I was comparing the giftedness in children. You see the musician, and then you see the beautiful woman. And the context is that, you know, there's that dichotomy, that struggle, that conflict of all these different characteristics in a child, and that the parents see one part and maybe teachers another. But so that was going on there. And then you see Roya and I in her office, and we were creating it. And it almost felt like being a disc jockey, you know, that like no one's seeing you for real. You can dress any way you want. They hear your voice, they see your PowerPoint, and there is just this rush. So you are having fun, it's exciting, and it's new. It's new.
And that's me with my beautiful avatar. Well, as an organizer, I have to deal with some problems, but I love what I do, and I don't care about all these problems or whatever, because it's flow for me to organize everything. And sometimes people ask some questions. Yeah, for example, what time is it in New Zealand? 9 p.m. Germany, because this event takes place Saturday or end of the month at 9 p.m. Germany, and they ask me what time is it in New Zealand, or what time is it in China or in America, different. So, or they ask me how can I move with my avatar, or how can I create, how can I join, what should I do? This is the typical question. I think the most asked question is about time, and we have already put some link and information on the website. So if you have still questions, you can email me and I answer. No matter how often you ask. And well, there was some articles and interviews with Monita and then at the European Talent Day there was an article in the newspaper about Tim Drekeb from UK who created an avatar. I created his avatar. He has a logo. He's a blogger, and then his logo look like this. And I say, okay, Tim, I will create your avatar look like your logo. And he was so excited.
It does look like Tim.
Yes.
But anyway, we recommend it to you, whether you are an educator, a researcher, parent, or just want to have fun and experiment. And it is a wonderful way to connect with people today, the young people who are so familiar with doing technological challenges. It's a way that we can challenge ourselves as well.
Well, I think it is very important, and it is one of my main goals for this kind of event organized in global virtual meeting, to share experiences and to have a community or networking with other people around the world, and then see how can we solve problems together, and how can we make the world better for such children around the world, and not only in our country. And we started this summer a virtual world. It's not in Second Life, because Second Life is for 18, not for children. So we have our own open simulator for a group of gifted children from around the world, and from Ireland, America, Germany, Denmark, and they are in Second Life. And I'm surprised because they learn too fast. I don't have to say how to do anything. I just give them some infos, and they are really good at the age of 12. And that is amazing to compare with adults or with, yeah. But this is another topic, and it's another workshop. Well,
we thank you very much for your coming today.
Looking forward to see you and your avatar in our global virtual meeting. Yes.
There is time for questions.